Hey, everybody. I hope everybody had a blessed day. And it is a beautiful day here. The sun is shining. So, let's wait just a few seconds for a couple people to hop on. Really want to thank y'all for dropping in tonight. And before we get started, first, y'all be sure and like and share, and you can be entered into the drawing for one of Miss Lillian's original no wax chalk paint colors, 8 ounce. So be sure and do that. And y'all have to kind of excuse me. I'm still fighting the losing the voice and kind of out of breath sometimes. So y'all bear with me. This is my first live since April Fool's Day, whenever I did the other one. I'll never do another one on April Fool's. So I just won't do that. So anyway, we're going to be doing something a little different. And as y'all all know, I love Texture Magic. So we're going to be using Texture Magic. And first, I'll kind of go over the base of the table. And I've already done some of the steps due to the dry time. What I did here is I lightly sanded, then I used 50-50 vinegar and water and washed it off. And then I came back with Miss Lillian's first step prep. I'm telling you, if y'all have not used this, you'll be amazed. It takes off so much dirt and so much grime that it's unreal. And y'all, then I came in with Uncle Jeff's black swamp mud and on the base. And it was one coat, and I put it on with Miss Lillian's chip brush. Just a chip brush, and it doesn't take much at all. And I'll show you the finish that I'm going to do on that in a little bit. And then on the tabletop, I wanted a little bit of the off-white to come through. So I used Uncle Jeff's swamp mud in the off-white. And just one coat, applied it with a chip brush, let it dry. And then we're going to use Miss Lillian's metallic paints. And do y'all know that there are 37 colors of Miss Lillian's metallic paints? And that's just the tip of the iceberg because you can do custom colors. And also now she has added the extender for the metallic paints. Is that not great? So, and hey, as y'all jump on, let us know where you're from. We'd love to know. So, and be sure and share and let us know that you have shared, and you'll be entered in the drawing for the 8 ounce chalk paint. And we're going to use Texture Magic. And we are going to use the color of No Wax Chalk Paint in the Chocolate Kiss in the Texture Magic. So, I'm going to show you first. This is what I'm going to show you how to do on canvas using Miss Lillian's metallic paint in the gold and the Watermark Silk. These are the two colors that I'm going to do a crosshatch finish with. And this is what you will have, okay, whenever you're through. And the reason, let me find the spot. See this spot right here? I knew that I needed a finish that I could hide that with. So I thought, what better way than to do like a textural finish on the top. So that's what we're going to do, but I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is. So first we'll set that over there. And y'all, I just used one paper plate and I used one chip brush. And it does not take much either. So I just, and the reason I pour my paint is in a plate is because I never want to contaminate my paints by dipping my brush in there. So I always pour it out, and I pour out just what I need, because you can always pour out more. And like I said, we're using the metallic gold and the Watermark Silk. And I'm just going to be using this same plate and the same brush. Y'all tell us what products of Miss Lillian's, if you have used any, what product of hers that you have used and that you like. Also tell us, give us some ideas of what y'all would like to see. What types of finishes or ideas y'all would like to see. And y'all, Texture Magic is great for raised stencils. You can do textural finishes with it. It's really an amazing product. Let me lean this up here because I want y'all to see. Whenever I am picking this up, because I want y'all to see me doing it there, is I'm just that right, and I'm going to pull it off. I'm not going to go with very much, so I'm kind of just doing a dry brush effect. And what you're going to do is you're just going to cross hatch. There's really, and I'm not actually going back into where I've poured. I'm going over here where I have pulled paint off of my brush. And then you're just going to cross hatch. And you know, it just depends on how much or how little you want. And a lot of times I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing. Okay, and then I'm going right into the gold. I'm not even going to worry about it being the Watermark Silk being on the dry brush. Doesn't matter, because you want those colors to intermix. And you know, it just depends how thick you want it, how much coverage you want it, because it's going to depend on what you want. And see, I'm going back and I'm picking up some more of the Watermark Silk. And I might say, oh, well, I want some of that here. But you know what? This is great for also mixed media. But see, if you want more, you can do more. And it doesn't have to be perfect because something is going over this. But this would also be great for a finish. Y'all be sure and tell us where you're from. And be sure and like and share, and you can be put in the drawing. And if you're looking for a stockist in your area, you can go to misslillianspaint.net and look under retailers and see if there is someone that you could buy a local from. And if not, you can just order off of Miss Lillian's page. And again, if y'all have any questions, just ask, and Miss Lillian is right there to answer. And see, you can do more coverage. I kind of wanted to add in to where that's almost full coverage so that y'all can see the difference. But it just depends. And you know, you can practice a little bit with just a piece of cardboard, but really there's nothing to it. It's but that is more coverage down there versus this up here where there's not as much coverage. So, and then you want to let this completely dry, and I'll finish that later, and I will use it in one of my mixed medias. And all the products, easy water cleanup. I mean, it's just wonderful. Okay. I think what I'll do is I'll show y'all the base, and I used on the base the champagne. Here it is. I used the champagne color, and you see that long enough? I'm kind of quick on the draw sometimes. And again, it's just a kind of a cross hatch and right over the swamp mud. And I thought it would be cool to go with what I'm going to be doing on there. And again, I'm just going to pour a little onto my plate. because it's not going to take much. You know what? I'm going to turn y'all down just a little bit so that y'all can see. More important that y'all see this. And I hope that the lighting is good. And again, I am just going to be using a chip brush, and that's it. And you can see I'm just kind of going into the edge of the paint, and I'm pulling it back because I don't want that much paint on my brush. Okay, and I'm just going to go in here, and I'm going to go back in. I'm not going back into the paint. I'm just going back in where I offloaded. And you can always, and I just kind of hop around just like that, because I can always go back and add more, but you can't take it off. That's the whole thing. And I always do my underneath as well. And you know what? I think I'm going to like that, just like that. And then I'm just going to come up here. And you can see I'm really not being that particular. I'm just wanting it on. And I'm just kind of going across this way with it. Okay, and then I'm going to come over here, get up underneath there. Y'all be sure and like and share so you can be put in the drawing for Miss Lillian's 8-ounce no wax chalk paint, y'all. And if you ever use it, you will, you'll never want to use anything else. And I say that truly because I mean it. You can see how fast that is. And what you can do if you kind of want to, you can almost use your chip brush. It's what we used to call a badger brush. And just, I mean, barely touch that and it will just smooth it right out. I mean, that sounds crazy. You wouldn't think that. But I'm just barely touching that. And see how that has smoothed that out. But it really gives an industrial look. And see, here's the other side that I just done. I'm trying to make sure because of the lighting that y'all can see that. And then up here, I'll just more or less go up and down on the spindle. Let me get this down here where y'all can see that. I'm really not going to go too much into the round part because I really want that black to pull out and give it some depth. And if y'all have any questions, please be sure and ask because Miss Lillian is right there to answer all of your questions. And if you are looking to be a retailer, love to have you come on board. Be sure and message them and they'll get right back with you. Okay, and as you can see, I touched that, but you know what? There is nothing that you can't fix. Nothing. Okay, I'm just going to come down here, bottom. And like I said, as little or as much as you want. It is strictly up to you of what you want to create. And y'all see, I am just about finished with this down here on the bottom. Don't like much at all. And then we will get to the next fun part. I hope y'all like the lace that I chose. I've had it for a very long time. I want to make make sure y'all can see that. And again, if you know, there's something that y'all would like for someone to do or to teach, be sure and ask. And I will guarantee you there's somebody out there that will be able to do that. And we love to do it. We love to share and we love to teach. It's very rewarding. Okay. And that one leg right there, I think, and one more is all we like. And also, whenever you're doing a piece, it's really good. I heard this today, and it's funny. I'm the one that's always saying it, but I was told this today. Whenever you're doing something artistic, you need to step back and look at it at least 4 to 6 feet, because it gives a complete different perspective than you being right up on it. That's a very good tip, because it does make a difference. If you're right up on it, it's not going to look the same as if whenever you step back. Okay, now that piece is done and ready to move on to the next piece. And I got just a little bit of a drip right there, see, and it took it right out, but just barely brushing that. And I may want to add just a little bit right there to finish that up. So there you go. I really do like that finish. And this again is metallic champagne over Uncle Jeff's black swamp mud. And see, this is already dry, and I really love that. That is so pretty. Very pretty. Okay, now we are going to go to the fun part here. Put the lid back on everything, and I have to have a drink of tea. Okay. And I've taped off here because I wanted to make sure that everyone could see this part especially. And whenever I lay this down, I'm getting it straight in line so that whenever I put the lace over it, I know that it's going to be straight. I want to turn this down just a little bit more because I really want y'all to be able to see this. You know what? I'm going to mix up the Texture Magic first before I do that. And this is not going to take very much Texture Magic either. You would think that it would, but it's not, because you're going to put it on, but you're going to pull it off. So I'm probably not going to mix up very much. I wanted y'all to be able to see how much I'm putting in here. So about 3, 4 of those, I guess. And I think that'll be plenty. If not, I can always mix up a little more. And I'm going to be using Miss Lillian's Chocolate Kiss to go in here for the application that's going to go over the lace. Going to add the paint. And you know what? Texture Magic can be used for so many different things. Stenciling, like a sea finish, a beachy finish. I'll get it right in a minute. And I'm going to add just a little bit of water there. Not much. And I don't want this really thin, and I don't want it too thick, as they say. As my mama would say, you want it just right. And you want to make sure that you get it stirred up really well. And what I like about mixing the paint color is it is true to color. That is the exact color. I could put in green apple, and that's the color it would be. It would not change one bit. And I like that. Okay, I want to add just a little bit more because I don't want it quite that thin. But I know this is going to take a little bit, but I wanted, sometimes it's good to see how other people mix stuff other than it already being mixed and ready to go. I know I am that way. Okay. Now I'm going to reveal the lace. It is like a safari lace. I just love it. So it's a big, huge piece, but I wanted to do this, so I cut it down because it was just too huge to handle. And I kind of want the elephant, and you know what? Y'all can use any kind of lace. I mean, but I wanted the elephant and I wanted these fellas on there. So I'm going to kind of pull that. Now and I made sure, like I said, that the underneath is straight before I put the lace on. So I think I have everything positioned just right. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll this back just a little. Ooh, the voice is going. And I'm going to be using just a little bit of stencil adhesive cream spray. Not very much, okay? And just a little, okay? And then I'm going to pull it back. And I'm going to push down on it. It's just enough to hold that just right. Okay? Just a little. Doesn't take much. Perfect. Okay. Now, about out of place, but to make this a little easier, and you can see that is about the right consistency that I want. It's hanging on to the stick, but yet it kind of bloops down. Can't think of a word to use for that. Again, if y'all have any questions now, y'all be sure and ask. Miss Lillian, she's right there. She'll be happy to answer any of your questions. And y'all be sure and like and share. We really appreciate that. And you'll be put in the drawing to win one of Miss Lillian's original no wax chalk paints in the 8 ounce. And that'll be done at the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the center and work out. And this won't take as long as what you think. Okay? And this is, they come like this. It's just a putty spreader, I believe from, well, the name has escaped me, Harbor Freight. And I cut mine in half. They work great. But I think for a piece of furniture, I really think this is cool. As you can see, now it'll move just a little, but that's okay. No, you don't have to panic. It will all work out. And you know, this would actually be beautiful on an accent wall. And there's some beautiful lace out there, I'm telling you. I've had this for a very long time, not even sure where I got it from. Y'all be sure and tell us where you're from. And if there's something y'all want to learn for us to do, let us know. I'm sure that there's somebody there that can sure do it. Okay. Main thing is you just want to get it on there like that. Okay. I'm going to put it on a little bit thicker and for time purposes. And I'm just going right out to the edge. And then what I'll do is I will come back and I'll pull it off. The Texture Magic off. And you really don't have to worry about it drying. I've not had that issue. I've done some pretty good sized stuff with it and it's always worked. And let us know if you've used Miss Lillian's. What is your favorite product? Or what would be your favorite product that you would like to try? Or is there a product that you would like for someone to do? It's really strange because I can't see what y'all are saying. Okay. Lift that just a little bit. See, you can just lift it up just a little and it's fine. But with something like this, you do want to work from the center. Now on the walls or something like that, you would start at the top and work your way down. And I hope y'all can see okay. And I was really in hopes I was going to have enough. But see if I can pull off of some of this other to pull. But you can see I'm really pulling that tight. I hope y'all's weather was as beautiful as ours was today, but that's going to change tomorrow. It's supposed to storm, rain. Okay. If y'all have any questions, y'all be sure and ask. And really, this doesn't take that long. Really hoping I would not have had to have stopped and mixed anymore, but I may have to, but it won't take me but just a second. That's kind of the life of doing lives. You never know. I guess I could lift and give y'all a sneak peek, but that's not as dramatic as doing the complete reveal. You know? Kind of takes the fun out of it. You know what I should have done? Instead of 4 scoops, I should have done 5. And we would have been perfect, y'all. But that's okay. Because it will not take but a minute to mix up just a tad more. And y'all be sure and share and like, and you can be entered into the drawing. Okay, that did not take long at all. Okay, see, and it's the same color. You never ever have to worry about that, and that is what I love. I tell you, I've used every product that Miss Lillian's carries, and I've not been disappointed in one. All right, y'all, we are almost ready to reveal, and I know this is the slow, boring part, but what a reward whenever you lift it up. Okay, I'm just going to make sure that I've got that up. Okay, are y'all ready? There we go. I do hope that y'all like that. And I'm going to set this in the water, so y'all bear with me. Okay. I want to turn this around where y'all can see that. Is that not absolutely gorgeous? I do hope that y'all liked it and enjoyed it, and y'all please be sure and share, because that way you can win, be put in for the drawing to win an 8-ounce of Miss Lillian's No Wax Chalk Paint. Let me turn this up again, and hopefully I won't hit that button. I think that's what happened last April Fool's Day. So anyway, I think I'll hold this back so that y'all can see it at a distance. Okay, we have a winner. Misty, oh, I missed the last name. Miss Lillian, can you send me a message again, please? I missed that. Thank y'all. Hayden, Misty Hayden, you are the winner. All right. That's awesome. And again, if y'all have any questions, please ask, and we will hop on, and Miss Lillian is there to answer any questions. And we thank you all so much for dropping in. And if you want to be a retailer for Miss Lillian's, send them a message. You will not be disappointed. So that is it, and whenever I get the table completely finished and set up, I'll stage it and we'll add the photograph. Good night, y'all, and have a very blessed rest of the day. Good night, y'all.